and welcome to Chairman of the Board. Today I'm going to be looking at Hanamikoji, which is a two-player kind of tug-of-war area control game by Emperor S4 Games. Now I have to say, I very rarely take a punt on games, but this is one that I actually did. I heard a few good things about it from Sam Healy from the Dice Tower. He always talks about how good this game is. So I actually just bought it on a whim, and I have to say I was so blown away with this game. It is just amazing. So the objective of the game is to basically try and win the favour of these different geisha girls, or collect 11 charm points, because all these girls have different numbers on them. If you're not familiar with the game rules at all, I recommend you check out my how to play video, which I've recently uploaded. But for such a small game, there is just so much depth and thought that goes into this game. Loads and loads of agonizing decisions. It's just wonderful. Basically, the game takes play like this. Each player has 4 actions, and they have to take those 4 actions without repeating any in a back and forth manner. One of the actions is to delete 2 cards from the game. One is to save a card and put it on your side of the table. And that's actually the only card that you actually have complete power over, which is just so interesting, because the other 2 actions kind of work on this I split you choose mechanic, which I absolutely love. I find it really fascinating and just really intriguing. It just got me hooked, because you know, you have to put your fate in someone else's hand and try to get them to choose the ones that you don't want, or you want them to choose. So one of those actions is to pick 2 pairs of 2, and they pick one and you get the other one. So you actually get the ones they don't want. And the other one is to choose 3 cards, and your opponent picks 1 and you get the other 2. Now within these 4 actions there is just so much depth, and more depth than I can probably explain. And the depth kind of unveils itself more and more as you play it. The first time I played this, I was like, yeah, this is good, this is enjoyable. But the more you play it, the nuances start to unveil, and they start to present themselves, which is just so fascinating. This has to be probably the deepest game, or the most, I guess it's not ultimately strategic, but the most meaningful decisions compact in such a tight game. There's literally not that many cards. There's probably like a 15-minute play time, and it's just wonderful. The components are really gorgeous. Nice big tarot cards with wonderful artwork on them, really good quality. The Japanese theme works really well with it. You know, not only visually, but the kind of whimsical elegance of the kind of that's associated with Japan is just, it does come through with this. I absolutely am enamored with this game, and it has to be probably the most played game I've had in such a short period. I've had this game about 3 months, and I've played this about 25 times. I played this with my brother, who's a gamer as well, and we have really tight games. But I also play this with casuals as well, like my mum. She's kind of getting new into more and more games, but this one is probably her favourite, because she's learning the different tricks and things you can pull off. And I absolutely love that about this. And she's getting better and better, and she's starting to beat me more and more, which is always interesting to see. Yeah, this is one that you have to check out if you're a fan of 2-player games. As I said, I'm a big fan of Battle Line. I don't know if I did mention that, but I'm a huge fan of that game. So I thought this would be on the same lines of that. And it is, in respect that you're trying to, in Battle Line, you're trying to win the flags, and this one you're trying to win the geisha girls. But the gameplay is just so different. So there's definitely room for both games. And I actually like Hanamikoji a lot more than Battle Line, which is a game I really like in itself. So that goes to show how much I think about this game. The player interaction is really good. Not only because you've got to be really careful about what you're giving your opponent potentially, but it's the poker face of it. You have to be like, I don't really care about these cards, but you clearly really do care. And that's just really fascinating. So tense. Just you have to check this game out. It's just wonderful. One that I really couldn't recommend enough. That's Hanamikoji by Emperor S4 Games. a brilliant game. So I really hope you've enjoyed this short video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. For everyone else, I'll see you next time. Bye.